Alright, here we are, round 1. This is a keeper. Ooh, that's pretty good. Definitely want to get a little acceleration going. Kind of looks like this. He's infect, so the sentinel's a little worse. I'm gonna go and let that through. I do think he is infect. I think it's most likely he's infect, so I'll take 2 regular damage. Yep. So we have the option here of playing the Arbalist and threatening to kill the Rawwolf. I think I'm going to wait on that, though. Here we're going to play the Darkslick Drake. So he doesn't have a good attack without an artifact. And if he does have an artifact, well, we both get to draw a card at least. Artifact and Pump Spell, that might suck a little bit. Alright, so he has no attack. I think that means we are going to play Heavy Arbalist here. So maybe playing Mirror and Spy made more sense, because then we can play. Yeah, we could have actually played Arbalist and equipped it last turn. Next turn, I mean, but because if you tap the Mirror for mana, then untap it with playing Heavy Arbalist, that's too bad. Alright, well, we'll definitely block the one that will not draw him a card. And it's possible to play next turn will be to just Darksteel Sentinel. Actually, no, I think it's going to be involve Heavy Arbalist. I guess we should see what we draw off the Drake. And next turn, for that matter. So I think what we do here is we just equip up the Silver Mirror. So if he attacks with both guys, we block the Digester, kill the Rawwolf. If he attacks with just the Rawwolf, we kill the Rawwolf. A Pump Spell would be pretty good for him here. I think it makes sense to block for so I don't outright lose to a Pump Spell. Alright, so we're going to play the Spy here. It's unfortunate we didn't draw an artifact there. But I think deterring the attack makes most sense. I don't think he's going to have 2 artifacts. If he has 1 artifact here, we're going to take a few infect counters. I don't want to lose the Spy. Oh, a hasty guy. Okay, well, I can block at least. So I can block the Plague Stinger and go to 8, or block one of these guys. Go to 7. I guess I'll just go to less, because I am going to get to untap the Silver Mirror, barring something in his hand. I don't think he has anything in his hand. It makes me too afraid. Ooh. That's pretty good. I think I just want a sentinel here, though. I guess it's pretty obvious I have something here because I didn't re-equip my arbalist to the spy, which I obviously should have. If I didn't have, I should have if I didn't have something. So we got to do this before, so in case he has a pump, we block with the mirror and spy. Alright, so now we're ready to equip up our guy. I'm fine with an attack here. And now we're in pretty good shape. It's going to be hard for him to stick any creatures to the board. So I definitely want to play out the Mirror as another guy, because I have so much mana that I can just start moving around my Arbalists as well. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do 2 damage to his face, untap, maybe the better way was to re-equip it to the Sentinel. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it like that for now. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and play that. Seems better than wasting our mana to kill it. Might as well. So let's just see here. This is 2. I obviously don't want to tackle that. 2, 3, 6, 7. Yeah, that's lethal. Oh, I miscounted. Damn. Okay, well, no sense in moving it around now. I think I could have won last turn if I attacked properly. Alright, it didn't matter. So we're playing against Infect. Definitely don't want the Lifestaff combo. Plated Sea Strider certainly seems good against his deck, though. Even though it's not likely to come down on turn 2. He had a lot of X1s. That said, I do have a lot of guys to just trade for them. I think Rusted Slasher can get the heave ho though. Does not do much against Infect. I'll keep the Sentinel, just because also it's a Treasure Mage. It's a Treasure Mage target, and like if you just draw it, it's fine too, because you know against Infect, like it's obviously it's more expensive than you'd like, but it still is a trick in combat, surprise blocker, though not less of a surprise once they know it's in your deck, but yeah, I mean it's just obviously overpriced, but because I have a Treasure Mage, I'm gonna keep it in. It's not the worst. Most of his guys are smaller than 3/3. But I will add this in. I think that's the best option. Don't really need the Scrap Melter. Twisted Image might be okay as well against all those 2/1s, but we'll stick to that. This seems like it's fine, and it has a Sea Strider turn 2 to hold the fort. And Creeping Corrosion's okay against him, I think. He had some artifacts. I mean, you gotta have some artifacts if you're gonna run Painsmith. Definitely don't want to see a Plague Singer. Oh, there's an artifact, so that's not too bad. Hopefully we can like set up a nice 2 or even 3 for 1 on turn 4. Wolf isn't the guy we wanted to see. Ooh, that guy, however, is a perfect draw. Hopefully there's no removal coming our way. So we're going to allow a few poison counters this turn. The only card that we're worried about here now is Go for the Throat, I think. It's the only way I think he could have of taking out the Inanimist with the mana he's shown. Plague Stinger. That's not so bad. Yeah, we're not going to play anything else. If he moves the Claw, we'll tap the Stinger. If he doesn't move the Claw, we're going to tap the Rotwolf. Because having both his guys on 1 toughness makes it so his claws useless if these are the only 2 creatures in play. Because I can kill them. Kill whichever one's wearing it. Oh, so if he equips that to the Stinger, we're definitely... oh, actually, this could end up pretty funny. I think we're gonna go ahead and tap the Rotwolf here. And Creeping Corrosion. Ooh, Genesis Wave. That'll wait till later. So next turn looks like Coppermere and maybe keep an Animist open or just start emptying our hand a little bit. Well, I would have liked to have gotten that in the Creeping Corrosion. But against the Animist, not all that good. Ooh. Alright, so, yeah, it's just going to be Copper Mirror. We're going to set up a pretty big Genesis wave at some point. For now, we'll just keep his, the number of creatures he has at a minimum. I think I'd be fine Genesis waving for like 6. That's what I'm going to go for. It's 2 more mana. I guess killing the Rotwolf there is slightly worse if he has Corpscur, but I'm not too worried about a Corpscur at this moment. Silvok Replica seems fine. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of this Trigon of Infestation. I find it unlikely that he's going to have something I'd rather kill. Particularly if we can deal with my Anatomist at some point. That Trigon would be a huge pain. Black Leaf Goblins, not really insane here. I guess I can't really lose to a pump spell this turn at least, so we're still okay. So I can't Anatomist if I play the Tangleworm. So we're just going to go ahead and Gusskimmer. And once we've dwindled his creatures down enough, we'll play the Tangleworm. We could also be leaving the Anatomist open here so that untapped here so we can play around a pump. Here we're going to play the Silvermere, swing with Gusskimmer, and if we draw land, we'll just like Genesis Wave and put an end to this game, ideally. So this is a Genesis Wave for 6. That should do it. I don't have to. I could just, yeah. Could just drop the Tangleworm. And then Genesis Wave next turn. This is pretty. Okay. I think we're going to put him out of his misery here. Hopefully, he doesn't have like a Wrath effect in his deck. It's probably wrong to actually be playing this here, and I should wait for like a Black Sun Zenith before I do that. But I'm getting 0 value out of this Contagion Engine. Well, I have an Anatomist in play, so I guess it's pretty good. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to take the Contagion Engine. I'm going to Treasure Mage it into my hand. That makes more sense. Did they go in the graveyard? Oh, they go in the graveyard. Damn. Oh, so much for that idea. Do I have to bounce anything? I'm going to play around, carry on, whatever. I'm not going to attack with my Inanimist. That wasn't really the right play to Genesis Wave there. I didn't need to. I should have waited for him to see if he had a sweeper, but it's too much fun to just Genesis Wave for 7. Oh, I can't. I don't think he has anything here. Putting into this game already. The matchup seemed pretty good, and especially with the way that we drew and the way that he drew. Even if he had some better cards in his deck somewhere, I don't think he was ever in either of the games. We'll see you next round.